Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Well, I guess welcome to my channel. This is my first video. And it's gonna be the Ultimate Decade Challenge in The Sims, yay! So I'm really into this. I spent so long making a world, making everything, making a bunch of Sims. But first, huge thank you to Morbid for making the challenge. And huge thank you to Megan Plays Sims for inspiring me so hard. I've seen, like, straight up, all of it. Like, I'm catching up now because I started from the 1300s, but I'm on the Americas, so I'm almost up to date to her like upload schedule. I love her storytelling, her videos. Please go check her out. I know this is probably like not gonna be as big as hers, but like I love her videos. I love it. Okay, so anyway, so first things first, we will go through the challenge rules. So overall, it's like, again, you're going from the 1300s to 2020, which is crazy, but I'll make sure to link all this stuff in the description. But basic concept, depending on which, like, century you're in, life will be hard. And then every year will be death rolls, and same with like pregnancies. There'll be events that will I guess incentivize you to roll if they're gonna die or not. So like for this, if you roll on a d20 in this hypothetical world, and your baby got any of these, that baby would pass. And I think this is just so much fun. So anyway, we're starting from the 1300s, whatever, the Middle Ages. So, and also there's events too, so yay. Okay, so basic rules. We're starting as a poor. I have a storyline, it's fine, we'll get there. We're starting poor. So they want us to start marrying at 18 or older, or sorry, at 16 or older. I have mods, so that's fine. That's probably what I'm gonna do, if I'm being honest. And then dowry, we'll go more into this when we're actually like playing the world, but once we get married, we'll get an extra amount of money. Anyway, we cannot have children at the hospital. We can only try for a baby. Or sorry, we're gonna raise the pregnancy percent to 25. Anyway, so specifically for this era, we must play on a simple living and off the grid, which we are. No electricity, only candles and lanterns. I may fudge that rule a little bit because I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know how the lighting will work, so we'll have to go through that and see if the lighting really sucks. We can only use stone, dirt, wood, and wooden floor, blah blah blah. Perfect. We can only straw roofs only. I think I did that. Anyway, awesome. Okay, some inspo photos. Cool. These are the death rolls. I'm not gonna really do the pets, at least not yet, so we'll leave that out of our doc. And then here's my basic doc. So I put some townies in already, and then some trackers here. And I'm just not gonna roll for them this first year because in my head they had already aged up, so it just helps me keep track for the aging. But next year we will roll for a goose. Okay, so sorry, this is the roll. Okay, so here's our family. So the lore I made is these people, Alice and Gus. I'm also saying that so wrong. I know, okay, I know. So Alice is from England, and he's obviously French, and they lived in France for a long time, but then they came back to England. But when they came back to England, Roll fell in love with a peasant girl, or like working class lady, not an earl like his family. But he fell so in love with her, like his father was like, listen, if you want to marry this girl, fine, but you're out of my will, you're no longer my heir. you're getting nothing from me, your title is being stripped from you, do not expect anything from us. And he was like, okay, bet, low-key, let's just do that. And then, so they're both French. I also decided that they're both French. I don't know why, I just made it that. So this is Miss Dubois. So she used to be Bramachi's Marsha. Guys, listen, I'm sorry, okay? I'm Canadian. I'm not Quebecois. I know I'm ruining the Canadian French thing. I'm so sorry. And it's crazy because I'm going to school for that. Anyway. So again, she's just a peasant girl, a working class citizen, and they fell madly in love. So Roll has two siblings. So Melcendi, she's super pretty. I also know that this website makes the photos look weird. Just go with it. I don't really know. And then Gus the second, and he is now the heir of the Dubois title, because they're earls. So Earl and the Countess, but that's the title that would have been Rolls, but it's not anymore. Now they are working class people. Okay, so how the aging works in this, how I'm gonna do it at least, is they're not gonna age. I'm gonna age them up by this tracker. And then, yeah, cool. Okay. Yay. Okay, so now we're in the game. So again, like I was saying, I'm just gonna do a quick overview, and then I think we're probably gonna go into some time-lapse stuff. So, overall, I'll quickly show you the other households. So again, these are the, our relatives, and in the rules it says have a lot of have a few side households that are directly related to us. So, we'll have a few, based off of these two siblings. The York household, these ones are really cute. I really like these Sims. I made most of them, or I took them off the gallery and then made a lot of their outfits. A few of them, though, I did make myself, again, just kind of put them in. Like, I made all of, the house, the Dubois. I made all the Dubois. The Shaws, yeah. I'm gonna make Gilbert marry, Melcendi. I also have the church people. And then also I have this little village group of people. And they're awesome. And we'll see how it goes. But anyway, here is our Sims. So I just have to do a few setting up things, which also, that's why I like computer. It's for MCC. But, also, they said I got to buy all the stuff I need for the farm, and then I could, essentially, move on from there. So, that's what we will do. We'll just do, again, a few rows of these. And then, I think that's what we'll do, and then we'll pack a few carrots, flowers, I think that's it. Okay, cool. Hey guys, so now we're in voiceover mode, I know it made it seem like in the last clip I was done with build mode. I'm not. I go into build mode a ton. I don't know why, but I do. So I didn't build this. I got this off the gallery, but I was unclear why they made the game table the table. So I just moved that. But anyway, the thing I wanted to say was I hope this isn't too much like Megan Games Plays or Plays Sims. It's like I don't even know her. Megan Plays Sims. I love her content. But also sorry, I hope that wasn't crazy loud. Anyway, I love her content, but I don't want this to seem too much like her stuff because I'm just really inspired by it and I don't want to seem like I'm copying. But honestly though, this time lapse, the speeding up, it feels like the only tangible way to do it because it's like 2 hours of video, you know? So I'm like, I mean, I could upload the 2-hour raw footage. I just don't have 2 hours of things to say. Also, I was gonna, they showed it, but what do you guys think about the whole, like, not deliveries, like the help things, like the tutorials that they added? I turned that setting off. I don't know why it came on again in the new save. I don't know, I'm conflicted because I've been playing The Sims for like 10 years, so I know what I'm doing, but I know other people don't, so I think it's good that they have them implemented into the game. But I definitely turned it off, and I don't like that every single save. It seems that I made them woohoo. Every single save they turn back on? I don't know. Conflicting. Okay, anyway, so here is the family, the lore they're gonna plant and stuff. So, just to recap, Roll, he has a title, or he is of titled blood. His father was an earl, and he was going to have that title, but he gave it all up for Ami, and they're both French, and they both came back to England, and they followed them back because Roll's mother is English. But anyway, so this farm in specific, I said I think I want to be Ami's like uncle's farm, dead uncle's farm, someone. That's why they inherited it. So I think that's the road we'll take. Also, I'm really bad at taking screenshots. It gets better. So I think that's the storyline I want for like at least this lot. And it is kind of smaller, but there's gonna be like a famine in like 15 years, so I'm okay with it being smaller because it feels more manageable to me. Also, he has that fresh beard, but I did not say he could grow that. So anyway, the welcome wagon comes. So everyone around their little island, which I made the island in Windenburg, like the quote-unquote like poor side of I'm gonna make this England. This is England in my head, but it's the poor island, and they have to go into the city if they want anything off the ferry, and that's a lot of money, so they just cultivate stuff here. Anyway, so there's a specific person that comes over, and her name is Sif Godfrey, and she's just obsessed with her. Like, she's like, oh, I finally have a friend. I love Ami. Ami is obsessed with her. She's like, oh, I finally have a friend, because everyone around her is kind of like, she's French, like, will be courteous because she's still of our status, but, you know, she's not from here. She's like an outsider. At least, like, also she hated cooking. I made her like cooking. I couldn't handle it. Anyway, at least, like, Roll was of royal blood, or of noble blood. You know, she has nothing to her name. But Civ was really nice to her, you know? Like, genuinely, they got on. She was so kind to her. They loved it. And so Mia's like, oh, finally I have a friend. I love this. This is amazing. Also, they woohoo while they're over, which is crazy to me, because low-key, that's horrible host skills. That's bad. They all leave, but Mia feels like inspired. She's like, oh, I have to do my chores and stuff now, but at least I know I have my friend, Civ. And she's great. And there were some other people there. I'm gonna pull up I hope this isn't cut this, but I think it shouldn't. Cool. It didn't. I'm just gonna pull up my doc. So then the Baudelaires also came. They were the ones in orange. They were the orange family, and then also Eudice McAllister also came, and she was the one in green. The McAllisters are green. Anyway, so we're sleeping. Cute photo, adorable photo. Love this. And so, anyway, I'm really trying to get them to have a kid, but they just can't. It does not work. They can't have a kid. They don't know what to do. But she's just really focused on farm chores and all of that, and really just making sure they have enough food for the winter and the soon-to-be famine, which is coming. We know it's coming. They don't know it's coming. So anyway, I've been trying to make them try for a baby, because that's part of the rules, is they can only have try for a baby. Slash, can only, like, if we put on risky woohoo, that was the other way we could have done it, but I just said, whatever, try for a baby. But anyway, so she's really into this cooking, gardening thing. She's, it's different from her French life. Like, people liked her there. It wasn't like she just had Roll, which she does love Roll. That's not what I'm saying. She loves him. They love each other, except Roll is a bit of a jerk. He's a bit of a jerk. I don't know why he cut me off, but that's okay. He's a little bit of a jerk, and he is I think it's the grouch trait. So he likes mischief, he likes that stuff, but I think honestly, deep down, he's a little bit resentful for having to give up all his title. Like, he's of noble blood. He could have been an earl. Not to say that he doesn't love me, because they truly are, like, the love of each other's life, but it's kind of both ways. It's like, Ami is like, hey, listen, at least not aloud, but in her head, she's like, I could have, even though it sucks, but I could have been in my home country. People liked me. I could have had that life. Also, I made some Sims pregnant, so yeah. I could have had that life instead of, like, in a completely new place with people I barely know, with this guy that I love, but, you know, like, not that she regrets marrying him either. Like, I don't think it's a regret thing. I just think they have a bit of resentment towards each other for that, because they ran away to England, which also they don't know that the other Dubois followed them. They don't know that yet. So, but they did follow them. They are also in England. But anyway, this is how it is. So, and then Roll is kind of like, hey, listen, I have a wandering eye, kind of like, I know. The bottom of, like, at the end of the day, you are the love of my life. I want you to be the mother of my children, that stuff, but I also gave up everything for you, so you should let me do some shady things and some morally questionable behaviors, because I gave up everything for you, so you should feel a little bit bad for me. Anyway, that doesn't, like, come to fruition in this episode, but it will. Like, in later episodes. And the other thing, this is the other thing, I accidentally go into a thing before I put it on Tissing Cheats, so I couldn't. It sucks, manage worlds. Also, do you guys have any advice for this? Because, side tangent, I accidentally made 2 Shaws because I thought these Shaws were deleted. So now they are, 1 second, I'm gonna, the Baudiers, which is crazy, because it means middle class, and they're not middle class people, they're, like, middle to working class, you know, but, that sucks. Because they're not middle class people, they're high class people. But it's okay. It's okay. That's what we're doing. We're gonna say that they are wealthy people. I don't know if they're titled people, but I'm gonna say they're wealthy. Maybe I'll make them titled. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I will make them titled, because I had this Dubois sister met. I think it's Melcindy. I'm horrible. Marry them into their family, so I'm gonna probably make them titled. Sorry, spoilers! So anyway, I think I will make them have some sort of title. Probably just like Lord and Lady, you know? Anyway, so, I was gonna make them go to the church, but I forgot to add Sims to live here, so we couldn't have an event here. Anyway. So she was gonna go to the church in hopes of having, like, kind of a get-together, kind of to see her friend, Sith. But anyway, she just goes to her house instead, because the church is closed on Mondays, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, there she is. She's talking to her and saying like, hey, I've been having like a lot of fertility issues. Like, do you have any like remedies? Do you know what to do about that? And then she is all like, Sif is saying, oh, I mean, I could offer you help, but I don't want to help a demon child. So, I mean, just like all this stuff. And then a nun is there, because Sif is all like, you should go see God, talk to God. He'll like repent for whatever you've done. And then she's like, this is so weird, because this nun is on my porch saying the same thing as Siv, saying like, oh, I'm gonna give birth to the spawn of Satan, like this evil child. What am I doing? Also, I guess she has an STI, but I cheated it away. And then she goes and talks to Roll about it, basically saying like, this is weird, right? I'm not crazy for thinking this is super strange. First, my friend says that I'm gonna give birth to Satan and I should go repent. And then this nun is saying, you're gonna need all the help you can get with this, like, son of Satan, this demon spawn. And then he's like, what are you talking about? You sound crazy. We don't even know if you're pregnant yet. Like, what do you want from me? Like, stop talking about this weird Satanism in my house. This is not what we are for. Because he's really religious. Just made that up on the spot. Well, at least his family, I think, in my head, were really religious. But anyway. So she's like, this is so strange. I have to go to talk to that nun again. Because there's no way that she just said that to me right after Siv said something similar, you know? So she wakes up, you know, does her chores with that in the back of her mind. And now, guess who walks by? Siv. And she's like, tell me why you said that, because now I'm freaking out. Do you know something I don't? Are you like a witch? Are you like in cahoots with Satan? Why did you curse me? Don't curse me. Then she's like livid. Siv is livid and she's like, how dare you talk to me that way? I am a woman of God. I love God. You are the one who has this Satan child. Get out of here. I'm going home. Don't ever talk to me again, kind of thing. Right? Because low-key, valid reaction. Because if I was just accused of, like, cursing your family. Also, I have no idea who this kid is. Irrelevant. If I was just accused of cursing my friend's family, well, not friend, my, like, acquaintance's family, I'd be like, you're crazy. Seek help. But to be fair, she also did say that, like, sorry, pardon me. She did say, like, you should be wary of your child, because Satan's coming for you, you should repent before it's too late, kind of thing. Which, to be fair, that's a weird thing to say. Also, I'm gonna circle back to the question I had for the audience members. Do you know why, like, this is a completely blank save, and I find that The Sims, like, I think as the program keeps adding Sims into my save, because I think it thinks there's too little, but I don't want it to do that, so I don't know, do I get rid of that? Like, I don't know how to get rid of that. And in addition to that is, I'm currently looking at this mod. It's called Control Anyone mod, I think. What is it? Control Any Sim mod, but it's pretty outdated, so I don't know if it works anymore or if it'll corrupt my game. So I want to ask if you know any that can control things outside of your household. Okay, anyway, so we go to the church. POV, imagine they're not out there. They're not there right now, the ministry. So anyway, she goes and she just waits, because obviously she has to come back. And Haiwa is like, oh, I don't know why she's behind her, but she's like, hey, listen, like, I didn't mean to scare you about this thing, but I see this dark energy around you. I'm not supposed to know this. And then this father comes up being like, I can't talk to you about this anymore. Come see me at midnight once the baby is born. So she's like, this is so weird. this is like some god stuff, and I don't know if I mess with this. And then right as I say that, she's second trimester. But anyway, so she doesn't tell roll initially. She's like, oh, I don't know what I did. I rolled something. Oh, I did this while she was cooking. I put all their names in. I don't know why I did that. So anyway, she didn't want to tell Roller initially because his reaction before was like, you're being crazy. This isn't true. No father would say this, and don't listen to, like, the nuns, because they're not, like, okay, listen, I told you he was not a nice person. He's, like, a jerk, but he's all like, well, the father is the one that is the gateway to God, not the nun, kind of thing. Which, what? Why did I say that? But literally, that's what I think he thinks. So anyway, she doesn't tell him. Not for a long time, or not for at least the day, or I guess like 3 months, because each day is 3 months. And then eventually she's like, hey, listen. Actually, no, she doesn't yet, but she does. She's like, hey, I just wanted to say something to you. It's weird that this thing's happening to us, because I don't even feel like ill outside of like my angry mood swings. That's the other thing, is the mod kept giving her these horribly angry mood swings, which is part of the story. But she's like, I don't understand why it feels like this, because this feels like a normal pregnancy, and I don't feel inherently like anything's wrong. But still, like, this nun wants me to go talk to her when my baby's born. This is weird, right? And, like, does it need an exorcism? Like, what is this story? But she hasn't talked to Shiv in a long time, because she obviously is like, you cursed my kid. At least in her head, Shiv, like, cursed her child. Sorry, I was looking at the lots. Anyway, then she goes and harvests. I don't know if I said it any different than I did 10 seconds ago. The food, and does all the gardening, because I said that she was going to be the gardener. Well, he did the animals and the quote-unquote hunting, the fishing. Because I don't have any, like, mods yet, you know? Also, I don't know why I get so jumpy here. That's not good. I'll have to figure that out. We'll figure it out. So anyway, then she goes and talks to him, basically saying like, hey, listen, I finally have to tell you this thing. I did go to the ministry, and they did tell me to come back, or at least the one nun did. And he was like, okay, well, probably to just get our kid baptized, that's why, not because of anything, you know? So we'll see how it goes. Now we're on to birthdays. And so this kid, I think, was adopted into it, but I just said it was like their kid. I don't know what happened. It was fine. It adds another baby to our roster. It's good. But anyway, so that's the story right now. I mean, could be pregnant with like a demon child. We'll see. Or like I was gonna make the kid evil. That's why. Spoiler. Oh, and I did a coin flip because of which guy I wanted her to date, because I made the two Shaws, you know, and then I switched halfway through, but it landed on tails or heads, I think, and heads was Edwin. So she's married to Edwin now. And I just did the family tree stuff and did a bunch of cropping. You know how it is. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope me talking wasn't crazy annoying, because I'm just talking for like half an hour straight. I think next time it'll probably be shorter. I'll try to speed it up a little bit more, because I don't know, you know, you get what I'm trying to say, right? Like, I just overall hope that the story is going good so far. But it's hard on the first few days, because it feels like there's not a lot of things happening. But next time there should be babies born, and there should be like our baby should be born will be born, and so hopefully we'll have some sort of like storyline with that now. And then I also think I want Roll to have a little bit of a wandering eye. I think I want that. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think. I know this is just the first episode, but I'm really excited, and we still have another long time, like 700 years to go. But overall, that's that so far. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you guys have any like story plot stuff you think would be cool. Again, I know this is the first one, but I'm really excited for it. It'll be such a blast, and next time more babies will be born, like I was saying before, so it should be a lot more visually interesting to watch than just farming. But overall, I really hope you enjoyed, and I cannot wait to film the next one. So I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!